Yo, what up,
Yeah,
y'all?
yeah, yeah.
We live on here. We live on
Live, live,
Monday
live.
to the Physics. Come on in, come on in. Gonna let y'all come on in. Make sure y'all hit that like button on the way in. And we gonna get it. We gonna go ahead and take it up a notch on this live stream.
Live and direct.
Live and direct.
We
You know,
haven't really did a live in a couple days.
yeah. People people was asking where you was at because I was doing a pre-record, Jones. I'm like, shoot. I was like, over here on Facebook putting them numbers up.
Right.
Yep.
Right.
Come on in, y'all. Come on in. So we can get this live stream started. What's up? What's up? Best what's up, Best Cookie? What's going on? Yep. What's up, Gimme Mo? Winnie Mays? What's going on?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We got another hot one for y'all.
What's going on? Come on in, come on in. Let me
Sh-
go ahead and let people know we
Suge,
on.
Suge on the
Uh,
inside talking, ain't he?
yeah, Suge been talking a lot.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
mean, so Suge, was breaking down the difference between Illuminati and Freemasonry. Um,
Mhm.
he's saying Diddy is tied. Diddy is basically tied to all that. You know what I'm saying? And he pretty much breaks it down. You know, I mean, we know the difference between the Illuminati and Masonry, but it's good to hear one of the industry. Yeah, I mean, big dogs in the music industry talk about that. I mean, he ain't really
Mhm.
got nothing else to talk about being in
Being in the can.
being in the jaw. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So he pretty much breaks it down on his podcast. Suge
Suge
got
in
a
the big
podcast
house.
where he calls home from calls from jail. You know what I'm saying, and do the podcast or whatever over the phone. Yeah. So yeah, we gonna get into all that. I guess they still sending the notifications out.
Right.
Yeah.
And
All
then
right.
we
Let me.
got Cat Williams.
Yeah. Cat Williams breaking
He was
down.
on a Joe Rogan joint,
Yeah.
breaking down the pyramids and whatnot, bringing his knowledge from his standpoint.
Yeah. Tune in now. We live. Letting people know we live. All right. Yeah, man. Shout out to y'all. What up? What up? What's going on? Melanie Jones, what's going on? Bridget Renee, what's going on? Jasmine Star, what's popping? Yup. Yes, indeed. So yeah, we got. I guess we can go ahead and get into this, man. Let me pull these excerpts up. I guess we can go ahead and start off with Mr.
Cat.
Shuggy Knight. Mr.
Oh, you want to
Shuggy
start
Knight.
with Suge?
Yeah, let's go ahead and start off with Shug. You know what I mean? So Shug basically talking about the secret societies and the difference between you know Illuminati and the Masonry. He said Diddy going to jail, so he said yeah, his cell is waiting for his they got a warm cell waiting for him to be right next to him. Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, he said he going to jail
Diddy is
soon,
going
bro.
to jail. Wow.
Yeah, he said he going to jail
I
soon,
mean,
bro.
something's about to happen to him. Why you think they pulled? You gotta think about it. Everybody stepped away from him, and all his deals got pulled,
Yep.
which goes to show you that people ain't as smart as people. You know what I mean? Think that these people are. They just put in position.
Right.
Like you ain't gotta necessarily be intelligent to be put in a position like them. You just gotta do certain things that other people don't.
Yeah.
It's not really about intelligence or nothing. It's just about them putting you in position to be a groomer and a gatekeeper.
Pretty much. And that's
Yeah,
what Suge kind of says that kind of breaks
facts.
it down in this too. I mean,
Right.
he would know. He would know. He was around. He was part of that circle. Whether they called the Illuminati, Freemasonry, whatever, he was part of all that.
You
So
just gotta be taught how to be a predator, efficient predator. Like they
right.
probably pick people who already got the predator type of mindset, but they
Yeah.
basically retune it so they
Right.
can run this industry based
Right.
off of being predators.
Facts. All right, so we can go ahead and get into this break beat. Shout out to break beat. You know what I'm saying? And the Suge Knight podcast they got going on over there. So we're gonna get into this quick clip. Let's go ahead and get into.
So in the industry, they let it be known it's Illuminati. And the Illuminati is like a Mason. The only difference is a Mason believe in God. Illuminati believe in the devil. And Illuminati believe in the devil, and they believe that men speak with men, and they're not gay. So a lot of times when you see a strong black man want to have hip-hop artists or rappers or black guys in the industry, once they go visit these executives in their office, they call them, stop them on the. Next thing you know, they're doing drinking with them, they're doing cocaine with them. Next thing you know, they're sleeping with them. Once they overpower them and start sleeping with them, they got control of them. That's how they control the industry.
Wow.
And how they taught Puffy, if they did that to him, Puffy did the same thing they did to him, he did to all the new artists, the young artists, the people who really want to make it. He's been sleeping with them, turning them out. Before you know it, it makes hip-hop, it makes the culture of our people look bad. Because now it seems like everything that everybody's been rapping about, talking about, been a lie. If Pac rapped about something, that's what he meant, that's what he felt. Same thing, it was Biggie, same thing with a lot of people. But this new generation among, not all, talking about so in the industry.
So Suge, so he's basically breaking down how these guys join these groups and they groom. Yeah, I mean, they're basically being groomed. And then when they get in a certain position, they start putting people on, they start grooming them too. That's why he mentioned the ushers, the you know what I'm saying, the Biebers and all these people that was under that nigga. I mean, you gotta remember Suge and Diddy used to be close friends. You know what I'm saying? They used to be close friends in the early 90s before all that, before all the East Coast, West Coast beef.
It's crazy how Suge is trying to give us some education about the Freemasons and the Illuminati.
Yeah.
Like he would know for sure the difference, which means he had to be affiliated with.
Yeah.
Or still could be affiliated with something.
Right.
With one of those groups.
Yeah.
Because he wouldn't speak on it if he didn't know what he was talking about. So obviously he got some inside experience with dealing with those two groups.
Right.
And to tell you the truth, what he's saying is it just sounds like the Illuminati and the Freemasons is just the masses. Because the masses both believe in God and the devil.
Yeah.
Believe in a God, believe in God and believe in the most of the masses believe that there's an evil entity out there and a good entity out there. Whatever name you want to put on them, that's the name that they put on them. But most of the masses believe in the devil and in God. They believe there's a devil that's out there to get them and a God out there that's going to save them.
Right.
That's the masses. The Freemasons and Illuminati is literally the masses. But we ain't getting it yet. We're going to get there. Everybody get there eventually.
Right.
Because, this is metaphysics, baby. This is educational. I like how Suge dropped the education real quick and then told you about the grooming that takes place.
Yeah.
Because that same grooming takes place and the masses do the same thing. It happens on a smaller, larger scale. Yeah, it happens with celebrities, but it also happened in day-to-day life. This individual is grooming this person up the street or so-and-so, or vice versa. You gotta understand these industries is only a reflection of what's going on with the masses in general. You gotta understand what's producing these governments, what's producing this Hollywood environment. The masses are, and we're observing this. Me and JR, we've been observing this for a minute now, since we've been doing this for like 6 or 7 years, as far as like dropping content and seeing what type of content the masses choose. The masses always choose the mess.
Destruction.
Because, destruction. The
But we in the
masses
time,
always. We did so much content over the years. You know what I mean? Content that would be considered wholesome, content that would be considered messy, content that would be considered educational. Y'all know which ones gets the most views?
Go ahead, y'all can say it in the chat.
Y'all can say it, it's okay.
What gets the most views?
Ones get the most out of our educational videos, our wholesome videos, our spirituality videos, and our messy videos? Which ones y'all think gets the most views? The masses is creating this environment for Hollywood to thrive in. The masses is creating the environment for these governments and these corrupt everything. We're creating that collectively.
Yeah, and the thing is,
they're literally a product of the environment that they're being bred in. Because if they was bred from masses that actually gave a shit about each other and actually tried to have some type of integrity amongst each other and not be so fucking messy. My bad for the cursing.
Yeah, no cursing.
Yeah, I just got in the moment real quick because this is real stuff that we talking here. Yeah. The masses is producing this, y'all. We've been conducting the studies. We've been on all sides of the fence. We've been the consumers. We've been the people putting the content, putting the stuff out there. We've been the ones selling. We've been the ones consuming. We've been the ones putting the content out there. We've been watching content. So we on all sides of the fence. We seeing what's going on out here. And it's the masses, y'all. We can't just say, oh, it's the government or the Illuminati or the Freemasons. It's everybody.
Let me hit him with it.
The masses are going to go through every ailment there is. You can't be worrying about that because if we can keep worrying about the trouble that the masses are in, we never cultivate anything among ourselves to get to the high level in which the masses going to be a part of. Because ultimately, all this shit got to be destroyed. This shit is over.
I am inevitable.
And the thing about it is, and the reason why we collectively participating in the destruction, because it's a time to build and it's a time to destroy. Right now, society is breaking down like a flower breaks down before, before the winter comes.
Right.
And what happens? The flower springs back up in warmer climate when, when we on a cycle. So we're on a cycle. We constantly on a cycle, y'all. So the age we in now, society is kind of breaking down because we're in the destructive energy right now. It's destructive time. And after society breaks down, and then we start going into the rebuilding stage. So that's what's happening. That's why you're seeing more people tune into the mess, because we in a destruction age. And I'll tell you the truth, I'm gonna be honest. We supposed to be helping destroy this shit. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. We supposed to be destroying this right now. Because humanity has to die in order for, in order for us to ascend.
Well, the ones that die, they become fertilizer.
They become fertilizer.
Grow. Yeah, right. So if you think about all the dead leaves and all the dead, that shit goes back to the earth and it becomes fertilizer and something new pop up in its place. So all these people we seeing that's perishing, all this mass genocide, all this stuff is supposed to happen because it's the season for it to happen.
Right.
But they just become fertilizer for a new generation.
For a new generation.
So we're supposed to learn from that. So the fertilizer is supposed to be fertile and create a fertile ground for more life to sprout up.
Right. Right. Like you got to think about it, y'all. The seasons and the ages that we in can only that takes presence in over everything. So there are universal laws that everything has to follow because it's set up on a system, a cosmic system that that we still have to follow regardless. It looks bad to the human self. It looks bad. We be like, oh damn, that's the worst thing that can ever happen. But if you think about it on the grand scheme of things, our spiritual side was like, I'm glad all this shit is happening because we need to be freed from this. Like, who want to be stuck in
Right.
this for eternity? Who want to be stuck on Earth and then in this type of mindset for eternity, in this type of reality for eternity?
It's
There's
not sustainable.
nobody in this damn chat want to be stuck on Earth for eternity.
It's not
Hell
sustainable.
nah.
It's
Hell
not
no.
original and it's not sustainable. It's not our see, this is not our
original state.
origin. See,
Not our
a
original
lot
state.
of us, we just human and we think that this is our origin, but physical reality is not our origin. We're energy first, and energy was before physical reality. Everything was just energy waves, conscious energy waves, and then physicality came afterwards.
Right.
So we were pure energy before we were physical. So obviously we're going to return back to our natural state, which is pure energy.
Exactly.
So that would change your perception on things like death. Because we look at death as something horrible to be released out of these physical vessels. But to most, once it happened to them, it's probably a relief. You know what I'm saying? It's a relief. We look at it as, oh, you know, a human to live another human, you know what I mean? Another human day. You know, it's a gift to wake up in the morning. But some people waking up in the morning is painful for them.
Right. What him and say? What Bobby Hemmings say? A goddamn rat woke up in the morning. A damn roach.
Yeah,
woke
but
up
with
in the
capacity, right?
morning. What capacity that person
Yeah,
woke up
you
in the
see,
morning?
the thing is,
Wake up to suffering. Wake up to suffering.
Right. We're so held down by the humanity. Everybody's so stuck on humanity to forget that we didn't start off in humanity.
Right.
We didn't start off in humanity, y'all. So why are we so? Humanity is a temporary state. We know it is because people pass on.
Yeah, everything
So that
dies.
means it's temporary. That means it's not even the set reality. So when we leave here, that's why the ancients used to look at it as a celebration. Like funerals were celebrations. Well, some niggas still do that.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna.
Yeah,
Some niggas,
yeah.
you know what I mean, funerals be lit, but
Be lit.
funerals was celebrated by our ancestors because we realized that once we leave here, that means our trial and tribulation is over because we're all in trial and tribulation when we take human form.
Right.
So being condensed down like that, we're all, when they talk about the Freemasons believe in the God and the Illuminati believes in the devil, that's part of all of our psyche. Because we all do things that would be considered of the devil, and we all do things that would be considered of God.
Francesca, you want to come up to the panel and break that down for us? The women, you said the women's side, the women's chapter. You can drop the link for you. We want to come up and break that down to the people. You know what I mean?
Facts.
I'm gonna drop the link for you, Francesca, if you want to come up.
Drop the link. She want to come up. Anybody want to come up?
Or anybody that want to come up, you know what I mean, and speak on this matter. If y'all want to come up, y'all can hit the link and come up. You know what I mean? It's good to start having like these deeper discussions. I know we all for the mess and all that. I mean, I like to even engage in the mess sometimes. Like it's not wrong with it, but you got to have that other flip side of the coin. You got to have duality. You got to be able to tap into duality, man.
And then it raises your vibration and your intelligence when you do more than just mess. If you just constantly mess, your brain is gonna devolve. Your mind is not gonna never advance. You're gonna be like in a child state, halfway brain dead. If you don't open up that other part of your mind.
Well, that's what the zombie effect is. That's what the zombie represents. You watch Walking Dead and Resident Evil and all these zombie movies. That's what the zombie effect is. It's not talking about the physical zombie. It's talking about the dead mind, the mind. You know what I'm saying? The subconscious constantly being at a dead state. You know what I'm saying? So
facts.
You got to be able to tap into the knowledge and raise your vibration. And the thing about it, our vibration, we can go up and down when we choose to. We can go up and down when we choose to. We can choose
ascend and descend.
Ascend and descend.
That's what we all do.
That's what it's about.
That's why you have
to and from.
You have your ancestors and you have your descendants. Ascend and
Exactly.
descend.
Exactly.
Y'all gotta understand, this is all the same shit. Everything is the same. It's only really one. It's just on different opposite ends of the spectrum, but it's the same spectrum.
Right.
Hot and cold are alike. You know what I'm saying? Hot and cold are alike.
Facts.
Fat and skinny are alike. It's the same thing, it's just on opposite ends of the same spectrum. So you could look at even God and the devil as the same, like just on the opposite ends of the spectrum.
Right. Anybody want to come up? Y'all free to come up and speak on this. Matter of fact,
Illuminati and the Freemasons is still one group. It's just the same. It's just different opposite ends of the spectrum, and some of them consciously know that, and others probably don't. They just in it because they feel, oh, you know, I could get ahead in life.
Yeah, it's part of something.
And
to
then
do.
You got some that's probably actually really dedicated to the actual learning and the advancement from it. Right. So you got some that's just dickheads and they just want to rule the world or do this and do that. You know what I mean? Have the best stuff on paper. Like, you know, oh, I own 2 yachts and I got 3 mansions and I own this club and that club. And I got people that just want to be like that. And then you got other ones who's actually sincere and trying to obtain knowledge to advance their souls.
We was talking about that before we came on, about how people, you know, some people are, you know, born into financially being stable, but they don't have the knowledge. So who's better off? The person that has the knowledge, the understanding of life and death, and you know what I'm saying, and the things that you know, comes along with, you know, being having that advanced knowledge, or someone that's financially stable, but dead in the knowledge. They don't have the knowledge at all. They just dead.
All of it.
They not rich in spirit at all. They just rich on earth.
All of it, though.
You know what I'm saying? So
I believe all of it.
Yeah, it's nothing wrong with being rich on earth. It's not. It's nothing wrong with it. But it's like, all right, do you have you know, the knowledge to understand why you here, your past, basically the past, present, and future. Are you tapped in?
Well, you gotta realize death to the soul is just really just sleep. It's not real death.
Nah.
It's not death how we see it in the human aspect.
Right.
So all that, so it's good to be in a dead state sometimes because it's sleep. You gotta rest. You get what I'm saying? Even as a soul, you have to rest. Even God had to rest when he was creating the world, according to Christianity and Christian mythology.
But you don't want to be stuck in darkness and ignorance. You don't want to be stuck
so
in
all
ignorance.
Of that. But there's a time you are supposed to be in ignorance to give yourself a break from knowing everything.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
So it's all needed. It just depends on the direction your soul needs to take at that time. Because your soul is self-cleansing, it self-purifies itself.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Right.
That's a fact.
So if it needs, sometimes it needs to die and become ignorant to itself to advance itself.
Yeah, that's a fact.
So, you know what I mean? And it puts itself into like a hibernation or a cocoon or some sort. And that's what most of the masses are in that now.
Cocoon state.
A lot of us are waking up now out of that cocoon.
Laying dormant. Yep.
Right.
What's up, Francesca? Welcome to the panel.
Hey, how are you guys? I've been following you guys for a very long time. I appreciate everything that you guys been doing. That's what I want to go ahead and tell you. And I hope you guys are doing great.
Thank you. You too.
You're welcome. Thank you. I am. Now, the women chapter, the one that I'm more familiar of is Eastern Star.
Okay.
That one is definitely a I can go ahead and tell you without exposing myself so much because I know a lot of people will know who. That's why I've been kind of quiet. Oh, yeah. But basically I've lived with one of them, and I've actually hanged out with about 3 of them.
Right.
And let's just say it's being done. And you guys are 100% correct about it's all codes. Everything you see is a code. So the best thing I could go ahead and tell everybody, don't follow, like, don't be part of the masses, really, to be honest with you, because everything that they're showing are codes. They're literally writing everything down. They're there, there's like little signals here that they're giving. We're actually in the stage of experimentation and conditioning at this precise moment. With the women, on the women chapter, basically it's be quiet, watch, be a watcher, and you're gonna go ahead and rise up. Basically, Eastern Star, what they go ahead and do is basically they try to pretend they're Dysel and just put some like little codes or little how to say, little footprints for the men to go ahead and turn into a little bit of them, or try to feel like they're in power. They really do condition. Their mind frame really is conditioning. I've actually witnessed one that's it's very sexualized. They feel like the power of sexuality give them strength, and it's not mostly pedophiles, none of that stuff, but basically is they feel like it's inner power within.
Right.
So it can go ahead and be manipulated, whether it's good or whether it's evil. So that's why I basically say that when it comes to the women aspect of it, you can't say it's good or you can't say it's evil.
It's your intention.
It's
behind it.
yes, it's the eye, and they
Everything's like
really,
that.
it's eye of the beholder.
Yeah,
You can
everything
manipulate it.
Right.
Yes,
Nothing is
and
evil in itself. Everything in itself is good. It's just how it's used.
yes,
You can use anything that's good to hurt someone, and you can use things. You know what I'm saying? So water you
Like
can
it's not
use
a
to
water.
bathe someone or cook someone a
Yep.
meal in water, right?
Or drown.
yes,
You know what I'm saying? But you can also drown someone with that same water.
and then
So
they
it's like
go ahead.
everything is like that in nature.
Yes, and then they will not take they will not take accountability for it. They just choose it to be, that's how it's supposed to be. That was your choice. I've actually, like I said, I lived with one that I didn't understand why this lady would go ahead and have a whole wall full of videotapes, and of course she was an older lady, videotapes, and then CDs, and she will always, even for the Grammys, she was always with this notebook, just dotting. I couldn't understand what was the reason, because as I'm watching the same thing that she's watching, I'm not taking notes. I'm not doing none of that stuff. And she's an older lady. Why would she go ahead and take notes? And but then one day, out of curiosity, curiosity does kill the cat. I took a little peek, and her notes is like a different language. It's like it was just, I couldn't even decipher. Yes.
Coded language. What she was watching, she was decoding. What she was doing is decoding the things that she was seeing. We do that with movies and TV shows. We decode them
naturally.
Yeah,
we ain't gotta write nothing down. Like we
just
naturally.
Your subconscious.
You just know. You just got control of your subconscious mind because it's awoke. Wait, see, that's people when they say talking about being woke, they don't understand what that means. They don't understand that means your subconscious mind is up, which means it can't be programmed, and you able to communicate with other people's subconscious minds. That's how telepathy and all that stuff takes place. See, this is another whole level, and some people have to take notes because they're just initiates and they don't. Yeah, some people just naturally do it. Some people just, it's their natural energy just naturally decodes everything, because you realize everybody is really interconnected. No one is really separate. That's the big mystery right there, that we're all one being.
All in one body. We inside of one body.
All in one being. Yep. One being and all in one body. Right.
Yes.
That's the all in all. That's literally what we all are. The all in all.
I mean,
once you get that, it's like everything's already decoded now. So you ain't even got to sit there and think about anything being decoded. Just your energy just naturally decode everything because your subconscious mind is woke.
Oh yeah.
That's it.
Yes. And it's like everything we see, it's like a program, it's an experiment. They wanted to see how we're going to react to it. They're going to go ahead and try and see like, okay, what is fixed, what is it's they don't want the frontal lobe of your brain. They want the back.
Yeah.
Because once they already had planted the seed, and they're really quick with that. You know, like they're saying, which, you know, it's so funny because I mean, I think it was mostly what stand out mostly would be Bad Boys 2. You know, what is it, the phrase that they said, which is a very Mason phrase. The one what is it? The one eye is king. They really believe that. So it's
Well, that's just merely
no, the
means
one eye represents all of us being one. It's only one eye. It's only being whole. It means being whole. One.
Oh,
so see, the thing is, a lot of that stuff is being perverted by them because it's people that's this is your intention. Like we said, like we talked about earlier. People intention. Like you can use this same knowledge to uplift people, but you can also use this knowledge as a weapon. A prime good movie is the Book of Eli with Denzel Washington and Gary Oldman. Gary Oldman was trying to find that Bible just so he could control the masses better.
Right.
But
Denzel
had a different mission. He was using it to try to free people and uplift people, but Gary Oldman wanted to use it to control the population better.
All right, so Matthew 6:22. If thy eye be single, thy body will be full of light.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that single eye basically represents, you know what I mean, the eye of truth. That's why the scriptures say if thy eye be single, it's talking about the one eye, let the body be full of light. You see what I'm saying?
And that's exactly like I was saying. It's like they throw these little code things saying, hey, look, we're going to start throwing some. It's like they throw these phrases for them to go ahead and pay attention to. This is our little encoding codes.
But you know,
listen, hold on. I ain't even finished the second half yet, though. It says, but if thy eye be evil, then the whole body shall be full of darkness.
Right.
So it's the intentions.
Yes.
Like what Isaiah says, the intention. So if your intentions, your intentions is evil, then your body will be filled with darkness.
Right.
And that's
we're only testing ourselves anyway.
Yeah, darkness just means ignorance. Ignorance to the, you know what I'm saying? To the light. Ignorance to the light. Light being the knowledge.
Of course. I mean, like I was saying, it's not, these are like codes that they go ahead and speak to each other to go ahead and see. Their whole premise is knowledge. What you do with it, that's what you choose.
Yeah.
But this is how they even speak with each other. For us, it's just we're watching a movie. That's why I was saying, okay, the best one that stands out would be, you know, Bad Boys 2, because it's like we're watching it as a movie. We're just watching, you know, Will Smith, hey, you know, he wants to get with the niece or whatever of Martin and all that stuff. But yet again, there were more codes to it that we're not noticing. And it goes, the eye of the beholder.
Right. Because through the entertainment is two sides to that. It's the entertainment side, but then the subconscious subliminal messages.
Oh yes.
The subconscious. So
if your subconscious mind is awoke, you're gonna see the subliminal messages that just messages. They're not gonna be subliminal anymore.
Exactly.
See, when your subconscious mind is woke, it's not, the messages aren't subliminal anymore. See, that's see, when people talk about woke, they talk about agenda. So they was able to flip that woke talk and put an agenda to it. But the real woke, it just means that your subconscious mind is awoke. So you can't even be programmed even covertly. So
Exactly.
because your subconscious mind is up, it woke up.
And that's how they like it. They
So
love
any
it.
subliminal, you see, subconscious, subliminal, any subliminal messages is not going to be subliminal anymore. So that's the form of control that you're talking about in Bad Boys 2 is the subliminal messaging that your brain pick up that sleep. But if your subconscious mind is woke, you won't have to worry about that. There's no more subliminals anymore. Now you're just seeing what they saying. Like the message is clear.
And
See
they
what I'm
don't
saying?
want to
So it's
expose
levels
it.
to your thinking that, you know what I'm saying, that you got to raise up. Like you got to advance your mind and thinking. Then you won't even look at it as, oh, they trying to put it subliminally. You won't even have to think about that anymore. You know what they're doing. Like you don't even got to say it's not covert no more. It's in the light now. It's been brought into the light part of your mind. Like
They don't want to make it easy for anybody. It's just they still want to make it secret. That's the thing. They still want to make it secret. They want to make it. It's like a game to them on the fact of how harder that can we make these codes. That's what it actually really is. And then even with the movies that we think, okay, this is some boring movie or this and that, those are codes.
Right.
It's for those that gets it. Those that don't.
Right.
Yeah, it's communication.
See, the thing is, your mind is advanced and you're able to pick up on this stuff because you're I guess you're part of the woke, so you can see the subliminal messaging and the programming, but everybody else can't see that. Like it's clear to us. It's clear to us, but other people are just like they only see the surface of the movie. Ah, it's funny. Oh, that's scary. Or they only see the emotional part. They're not looking at it with emotional intelligence, with your subconscious mind basically deciphering everything.
Oh yeah, you're 100 nail on. It's just like like if you ever watched The Walking Dead, you know how like that part of the that Rick had everybody had to put like that whole blood of the zombies just to go ahead and fit in. But then they go ahead and do a whistle or something and they move within and separates. That's how they move. They move within and then separate.
Yep.
Right.
And then they go and they just hide. They hide within.
Yeah.
Facts.
Only those while the masses is going left, if you actually pay attention, everybody else is going right.
Right.
And then once they're being noticed, they'll do a little zigzag.
Right.
All right, let's see. Who's paying attention? And that's how they go ahead and grab people.
And then another thing you peeped in there how they was distracting the zombies with the music.
Oh yeah.
Facts.
So if you think about the music industry and the way the music industry set up, it's to persuade the zombie to move a certain way. You see what I'm saying?
That's where the experiment goes to see how far out. Who's gonna wake up? Who's not gonna wake up? Who's still moving in within the same? Who's doing the little electric slide? All right. Oh wait, somebody went off beat, and they always go ahead and look. Okay, why is this person going off beat?
Right.
And that's when they go ahead and it's not the attack. They start analyzing you. They want to see how awake you are. What do you know? And they don't go ahead and have a straight conversation with you. It will be as if having a regular conversation, like like with the masses or something like that. And they'll talk within the masses.
Need to do that. That's good. They need to do that. That's what they're supposed to do. They doing what they're supposed to do. You gotta realize everybody's doing what they're supposed to do.
Oh,
regardless.
They don't want to wake anybody up. That's their agenda. They don't want to wake anybody up.
That's their job. Their job is not to wake people up. There's people who job is to keep people asleep.
Oh yeah.
Because like we said earlier in the stream, souls have to sleep every once in a while too.
Oh yeah. That's how they go.
I know this is a whole. I sort of jumped ahead. It's like I'm reliving this shit all over again. So
rest in peace.
The way
we all say rest in peace and
the way I'm talking is like I'm looking at it from the big picture. I'm not just looking at it from a human standpoint. I'm looking at it from the big picture of the soul, the physical world, the mental plane, all of it. And I'm looking like, all right, we have to move throughout these different states or we'd be stagnant. The only thing, death is only stagnation, and sometimes we even need stagnation because it's just like your human body. If we was doing basic metaphysics, your human body even have to rest.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
and
saying?
such
So, and a rest for the soul is basically just a state of hibernation where you forget who you are and what you are, and you basically go on autopilot.
oh yeah,
It, like when a bear have to hibernate. You know what I mean? They have to go into a cave or something and then they hibernate. Same thing, our subconscious mind represents that cave. Our soul represents that bear going in there to hibernate.
but there's
And then
also
we
an in
awake.
between. Sorry
So it's
for
the same.
interrupting.
So we need that. We need
Mm-hmm.
this. So what they're doing, they supposed to do. Because that's their soul on automated. And they're there to balance out the rest because we're all just one being. We're all just one soul. That's the big mystery. We all just one soul.
And
Oh
then
yeah,
you gotta understand
We're
that
just all just one soul.
we all set we on a spiritual alarm clock, so everyone wakes up at a different time. So whatever you program yourself to wake up when you came here, you programmed yourself to wake up at a certain time. No
Basically,
one
we
else
talking
did.
to ourselves.
Yeah, no one
mm-hmm.
else programmed you to wake up at a certain time where you supposed to wake, you know what I mean, where your subconscious is supposed to be awakened. You set that spiritual alarm clock up.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
Like, all
I
right,
mean,
I want to wake up at,
facts.
I want to wake up at 33 years old, or I want to wake up at
Right,
40 years old, or you set
facts.
that timer. You set that timer.
oh yeah.
Right,
You have control over that. Nobody else has control over your awakening. You have, everyone has their own individual time where they wake up. You know what I mean? So that's basically what it is. And there might be some people that come along um that might help you on that journey of awakening.
And there's
right.
You know
also an in between too. The in between basically is it's just like what you touching base on what you were saying.
what I'm saying?
On you feel like everything's repeating yourself. You're going backwards. Well, in actuality, you weren't going backwards. What it is that there was a chapter, there was a code, there was something that you missed. You got to relive it again.
We on the
So it's just
cycle.
like yes. So it's just like that phrase of saying, you have to relive history, you know, in order to go ahead and advance. If not, you're going to
Mhm.
relive it over and over again.
Yeah, because you got to think about it. We on the cycle anyway. I mean, that's why we have on the physical level. That's why we have seasons. You notice them seasons come around a set clock that come around, and at the same, at the same time every year. Spring,
Right,
winter, fall, and summer. It's on clockwork. It comes around like clockwork. It's on a system. So everything right now is on a cosmic system. That's what the clock represents. You're the dot in
facts.
the middle of the 12 that's going around. So
Right,
you have the 12 cycles, the 12 zodiac signs, the 12 hours on the clock. Your soul being that black dot in the middle of the clock, and you're going, and them handles are taking you through the cycles. That's all it is.
facts.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
you're right. You hit the nail on the head on when it comes to that. And the only way to go and move on or move forward or anything like that is just know where you're at on that clock.
Right.
That's
Exactly.
all you need to know. It's not
Facts.
to go ahead and fast forward to 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, or whatever time that
Mhm.
you want to go ahead and do. It's just be ahead of knowing where you're at
Right.
and what you have to learn. If there's something new, most likely you can only just sit there and smell the flowers and go ahead and find something new that you missed before. Take
Facts.
advantage of that. If
Yup.
you don't take advantage of that, you're just going to go along with the clock saying, why am I reliving it? Oh, okay. So somebody's just repeating it. It's deja vu. Basically, sometimes deja vu is not really deja vu. It's showing
Exactly.
you something that you did not catch before,
Yeah. And
a better
deja vu.
understanding that you didn't
Right.
catch before.
Hmm.
And deja vu is like um occupying the same space and time, overlapping itself.
The same energy, the
Right.
same. I mean, you've done it before. You can even get goosebumps from it. You can even time the
Hmm.
goosebumps before it even happens.
Hmm.
I always looked at deja vu as like like when you dub over a tape
Yeah.
with
Yup.
something else.
Yup.
But like if
Hmm.
you dubbed over the tape with the same thing, but it was just off a little bit, so you was
Right.
able to see that glitch.
Oh
Hmm.
yeah. And there's times that you can have deja vu and you could just switch of the mind saying, oh, good, I finally did something that I know I'm in the right path.
Right.
So let me go ahead, get my notebook, my pen, and write down the notes. Okay, I already wrote this down. How long ago? There's something new on it that
Right.
you didn't catch. You might just have to turn your head just to go ahead and see it.
Fact.
You're on
When
the
everybody
right
wake up,
path.
it's over. When
Oh
everybody
yeah.
wake up, then we all gonna wake up to
Yeah,
realizing we were
collective
just all one
consciousness.
being.
Yeah.
Yeah, collective consciousness, right?
Once everybody wakes up, I'm
Now
gonna be
we all
honest.
still gonna have
It's
our individuality when we all wake up. I don't
oh
know
yeah.
that answer. I don't know.
One
I
thing
don't
I
know that
know
answer.
for sure is that once everybody start waking up, you're gonna see everything completely different.
Yeah,
We're gonna
yeah.
finally be advanced where we're supposed to be.
Paradigm shift. Yeah, definitely.
Yes, we're just
Definitely.
in a stagnant.
Right.
That's all we
Facts.
are. It's like
Cocoon.
Right.
that. Oh yes, I mean we are like you guys said before. It's like yeah, they're telling the truth for us to go ahead and know. But yet again, it's for those to really that it's already awoke, know where you guys are at. Utilize it. Utilize, okay, so they're telling the truth in the shows and movies and this like that, but really it's telling you, okay, guess what, it's 5:15, it's
All right.
2:03 right now.
Mm-hmm.
You know what everybody has a job right now. You wake up with a path, a job.
Mm-hmm.
It's only it depends on you whether you want to go ahead and start working, getting up to work, or you just want to stay stagnant and sleep and enjoy being lazy basically.
Right.
And the job is basically is just go read the
Rising
book of
up.
Job. Go read the book of Job. That's job right there. That's everybody in their human state is going to go through what Job went through.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Because like
Every,
you just said, these are all pathways and jobs. So you get up or you don't go to work, whatever you decide to do. But as a human, you already doing the work. That's
Yeah.
the thing. As a human, you're
Yeah, you
already doing the
are doing
work.
the work. You came
Yep.
here to do the work.
It's impossible. It's impossible to be lazy as a human when you're a soul, because just by being here and being in this energy as a soul, you're already doing the work.
Why are we doing the work?
Because Earth is very advanced. This is hard. This place is hard for the soul. It's like sleep and education at the same time, because it's education because you learning yourself, and we learn
Stallions.
ourselves through dreams too. We, like you said,
mm-hmm.
we got to pay attention to our dreams more, because that's
Right.
our inner dialogue, and that's our I mean, we currently in a dream world right now, but there's dreams what's inside of dreams. So the dream that's happening inside of you, that's for
Perception.
your
Yep.
internal world,
Yep.
and you're supposed to learn from that. I know
Oh
I
yeah.
try to learn from mine. That's when you're on on that path, the esoteric path. You learn from your own inner sphere rather than following behind every doctrine does that people. Instead, you learn internally, and then you match up what you know internally with the stuff that's external.
All
You know what
Oh
I'm
right.
yeah.
saying? That's what I had to do. I had to reteach myself that. I did that probably about 8 years, 9 years ago, maybe
Yeah.
a
Yep.
little longer. I
Might
started to
be.
learn, started to use my internal, because we have done this before. That's why we get deja vu. So we had to learn from all those paths that we took. So we're constantly working, constantly Job. We're constantly in the body, and being in our souls being in the human body is a form of sickness.
Right. Your audio cutting
So
in and
your
out.
soul is trying to balance itself out
Right.
through by becoming human, and it's really just one being doing it, but we're all different blood cells with nucleus. The nucleus represents the soul inside of one body, just like our human body is a model of that. We got a whole bunch of cells inside of our bodies with nucleus. Nucleus is the soul. If you look up at the sun, the center of the sun is literally a nucleus. If you go to the
Mm-hmm.
center of this planet, Earth core, that's a nucleus. If you
Nucleus.
go to the center of your soul, that's a nucleus.
Yep.
We're all atoms and nuclear energy.
Oh yeah.
So you gotta think about that. Nuclear energy, when it's split, it's called a bomb, an atom bomb.
Mm-hmm.
When it's together, it's stable and it creates energy.
Oh yeah,
Actually,
everything is
clean
about
energy.
energy.
Yeah, free clean energy. But when it's split, which is nuclear fission, when it turns into a bomb. That's how they created the atom bomb. So our souls, it's just a metaphysical representation of what our soul do. That's all that
Completely.
is. It's literally the same thing. I'm telling you, it's no different. Atom is literally atoms. Like science and spirituality should have never been separated ever. It's literally the same thing, just from two different perspectives. Just like the
Metaphysics
moon and
and
the sun
physics.
is the same thing. They're two luminaries, but just from two different perspectives. Like,
Oh
but it's
yeah,
the same
facts.
thing. Like once you see everything in that light, then there's only one eye, and that eye is good. But it's your intentions is what can darken that eye.
Oh
Your
yeah.
intentions on this information and how you use it is what causes the darkness, or rather is the light. So and the thing, the light and the darkness is really the same thing. It's just that, just like a dark room is the same room even when you turn the light on. It's the same room. But you turn the light off, it's the same room. Turn the light on, it's the same room. You can just see the room better when you turn the light on.
No, your facts. That's just pure facts, because if you think about it, the pattern on everything, whether it's good, whether it's that, like the greatest
Right.
example, like when it comes to secret society, some of them they utilize, the sexuality. We're so focused, okay, whether it's how young the person is and how's not, but yet again, the whole, let's say, using sexuality, when they go ahead and do that, that experience between doing that act is the energy that they want. It's not the act. Is the vibration, is that energy that's given. So whether you're doing it positive or you're doing it negative, that's what is being, absorbed. And that's what they want. Everything is
And
just
that's their
energy.
intention. Right.
Yes.
And that's what you call a vampire energy. So that's a vampire energy. So metaphysics play out in everything because it's just the nature of things. And you gotta think about it. There's certain natural bugs and all that type of stuff that are parasitic. Just like these individuals. You got the bed bugs, you got leeches, you know what I mean? You got ticks,
Mosquito.
you got mosquitoes.
Yes.
So you see, metaphysics is true to life. You can't hide nothing from that. So so there's energies out there that's naturally vampires. They exist for a reason.
And the positive part is being a tree. Sitting there, you'll take that energy, but the whole process of that is to give that oxygen away to everybody else so they could breathe in. You take the toxic and then you go ahead and bring it out and make it oxygen. And until people actually figures out that that's what you're supposed to do, even though, and that's the thing, I feel like everything, even religion, was just the concept of it. I mean, when they go ahead, and I'm not too religious when it comes to that, but what's the story of Christ? Basically, he lived within the slums of old negativity, and what did he do? Just give out the positive, like a tree.
Alchemy.
Yes.
He was considered an alchemist because he turned water into wine. He
Right.
turned a bad situation into a good one.
Right.
That's literally called alchemy.
That's what we all doing.
The devil. If people say that's the devil, it just you see how they able to put that programming on that so people can believe that's the devil just by using the word alchemy. Ooh, you can't say that word. That's the devil. So in their mind, so that's another thing is how your mind perceives things.
And that's how they put you back to sleep.
So a pure mind is going to see
go
things
there.
pure. An evil mind is going to see things evil.
Right.
Facts. A lot. And it goes back like this all this society, everything. It's just the eye of the beholder. What you do with it. Take the knowledge and then go. There's so many stories about everybody has done it and they just put a name on it. There's many different Jesuses Christ. There's many different, even let's use my name, Curry Gang, everybody else. There's so many of that. But you're just supposed to learn what was the moral of the story. We've forgotten that. Even in cartoons, even books, we forgot the reason why we used to watch cartoons and what we used to read was the moral. And now there's some people out there now and we can call them whatever we want to call them, but the fact is they want to taint it so you don't do it.
Right.
They want to go ahead and do it. That's the moral of the story.
And tell us it's evil, so we run away from it. Meanwhile, they use it to their advantage.
Yes, and then
Well, they
grab
use it
you when they
in a
need
wicked
you.
way because they're perverting it.
Yeah, and they want to grab you, unknown, without. When they need you, they'll grab you. When they don't need you, they're done with you. You're done, and you feel exposed and nude.
Yeah.
That's how they like to leave other people, so at least that way you don't go back to it.
Right.
That's the whole point.
You will be the meaning of being woke because you're able to see. The normal person out here cannot see what you're seeing, so you would sound crazy to the normal individual out here. You get what I'm saying? It's wild. I mean, they call that the suffering Messiah syndrome, when you woke and clearly conscious of a situation and everybody else around you is sleeping. And most likely you will be in a room filled with sleepers. And you will start talking like this. They either shut you out or they say, oh, that woman's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Or they'll try to go ahead and move away. But yet again, it wouldn't affect me because I'm learning in the process. Why are you moving away? Why are you doing this? It doesn't even affect me.
Exactly.
And that's what we all have to realize. Don't allow anything, no outside force to go ahead and affect you. All right, you see something going negative and doing, if they're moving left, all right, watch. There's nothing wrong with being a watcher. The problem is when you start being a follower and then you go down to that sleeping rope.
Exactly.
The hibernation, like everybody calls it.
Yep.
What benefit you gonna do? I mean, you can hibernate as long as you hibernate on the fact that you're gonna learn something about it. And that's why I say there's a in between. And then and I do agree with you guys when you go ahead and say yes. Everybody wakes up in a certain time. They wake up in a certain way. Some will be dreams, some will be experiences.
Yep.
It just depends on how you learn. Everything is a learning curve.
Facts.
And when you start looking at
things,
when you start looking at things that everything is for you instead of being against you, then you'll understand that the things that are for you is for learning purposes, whether it's bad or good. It's all
that's
still
just our perception of what's bad and good, but that might that's not the big picture.
It's all for learning. It's all for learning experience. You know what I'm saying?
Completely.
And we all right now is in elementary school right now. We all at the elementary level.
All of us, right? Because we're playing with the elements right now.
Elements,
right now we're like, we are the elements. Like we're in the elements right now. So we're in elementary school, right?
Right.
We're in a real life matrix. While everybody's saying 11010001, everybody else, even though you're seeing technically 1101, but in those that are awoke is, hey, guess what? We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna move left. We're actually gonna go ahead and go to class of enlightenment 101.
Facts.
That's actually what's happening. Like going back to deja vu. Some people, or dreams as well. Some people, they focus too much of, all right, who was in the dream? Who was that? Or there's some people that focus too much in the background. But the truth is, how were you feeling while it was happening? Did your body tell you, wait, mayday, mayday? Did your hair stood up? And so for some people, it's basically the background, the NPC in the background. How were they moving? Did they even realize that you were even there?
Right. What was said, what colors was being seen, like everything in your dream is the subconscious coding. Yes. So when you dream, you go inside yourself. You don't go outside of yourself. When you dream, you go inside yourself to one of those realities. If you realize we have like over 700 and something trillion cells in our body, each individual cell you're inside of that cell. You see what I'm saying? So when you dream, you go inside yourself to one of those realities, but that's only your subconscious. Everything in your dream is coded for your understanding. So you really supposed to decode your own dream. You got some people that can decode dreams based off the symbolism, whatever symbolism you've seen in your dream, whether it was a color or a certain event that happened in your dream or a certain person you've seen in your dream. You see what I'm saying? But it's all still there for your understanding, understanding. I would say understanding.
No,
You know what
it's
I'm saying?
just your own personal language, where
That's
it is the language that's how your brain receives that coding, that
mhm.
message that was actually given to you. It's like how you just met someone, but yet again you feel like you known them your whole life
Yeah,
because you already tapped into their
right,
their energy wave,
right.
and then
Nobody,
Remember, we are just one
yeah,
energy. That's the
yeah,
thing.
yeah,
mm-hmm.
and
But
nothing
so,
is, is coincidence.
no.
There's no such thing as coincidence. The people that you ran into in your lifetime, you ran into them throughout many lives already.
Oh yeah,
Even
and if
though
you
we,
touch base on that, I'm sorry to interrupt, but
no,
if
no,
you
go ahead,
touch
you good.
base on it, you guys could actually have a conversation without even speaking.
Facts.
And then you're like, wait, I just thought of that. Or they'll say something it's like, I was just about to get out of my head. That's when you already know that you already connected.
Right.
It's a movie called Cloud Atlas with Halle Berry in it and Tom Hanks
Hmm.
that depicted that Holly's soul, this tribal soul tribe was just living lifetime through lifetime, and it would just give you a glance at each lifetime, and they were like different. They played different roles in each other's lives, each of
Hmm.
those lifetimes, but it was still the same soul group. Some lives they were enemies, some lives they were friends. But it was the same soul group
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
throughout the whole movie. You know what I'm saying? So it's basically, see, these movies are tapping into it. It'd be a lot of truth in these TV series, these movies. It's just because they're just basic concepts. And when you break everything down, all this decoded stuff, it just breaks down into concepts, and then these concepts are transferable. And
Right.
that's where the disconnect come in with most people. People don't realize all these concepts are transferable. It don't even matter. You know what I'm saying? So these movies are able to be created because it's created off of something that's actually a reality. Even the science fiction movies, even the horror TV series, all of that, but it's just how you apply the concept. See, you can take it the surface, the Hollywood way, with all the the spookiness and all that. But if you break that concept down, and you're like, all right, well, that just represents this and that represents that, and then you take that concept and internalize it, then boom, there you go. Like you ain't even looking at it the same way. You actually was able to decode that movie for yourself, for your own soul learning, and it didn't even affect you or whatever message they were trying to push because you got what you
Right.
needed out of it and you kept moving. So
Right.
that's what you
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
have to do with everything. Get what you need and keep moving.
It's time
You know
to
what I'm saying?
grow.
That's
Exactly.
how our human body survive. When you eat, you get what you need out of the nutrients you need out of the food, and you keep
Dispose the
moving.
rest. Yeah.
Yeah,
Dispose of
that's
the rest.
that's
Yup.
basically that's basically what we do as souls. So everything we expose ourselves to, even relationships, even people, we getting what we need out of it, and then our souls move on. Just like when you look in through a microscope, you see blood cells stopping to interact with each other, and then they move on. Like you see
Right.
that all through the
Hmm.
microscope because we're just the micro and the macro.
That's it.
That's it.
Facts.
That's all it is. So when you look through a microscope, it looks like a civilization just living because it is.
Right.
And the way the cells interact is the way our souls interact. You see them, the cells pass by each other. Now you can see sickness too when the cells are all clumped together and they ain't
Mm-hmm.
moving, and you can tell the waste, the cells is not getting rid of the waste properly. So they start turning colors and they start congealing together and all that. Then that's a sick body then. But when you see them and you know what I mean, moving about. You know what I mean? The blood cells are moving about. You know what I mean? They stop interact with each other, then they move and go their own way, and it look like they all busy doing something. That's a healthy body. It's the same thing on the planet. We need, just like when you look through a microscope, the planet have to be doing the same thing. In a healthy body, healthy planet. Healthy planet, healthy body.
Healthy mind, yeah.
Right.
Healthy mind.
But it's like that, not even just with the planet, with the cosmos, with the galaxy, with the everything in existence have to go by that.
Yeah.
It's cosmic. Yeah. It's cosmic laws that we can't even break. You know what I mean?
It's cosmic micro laws and macro.
That we can't even break. You know what I'm saying?
Macro
everything has micro. Everything has to follow that. Everything has to follow that cosmic system that's set up by an intelligent being. And we all collectively, participated in it. So the chosen one, if you here in this physical body, you're a chosen one because you chose to come here. They make the chosen one be like it's exclusive to a certain group or a certain, They try to make it the chosen one be like, oh, we the chosen people. Or everyone on this planet that's born into this physical body is chosen because you chose to come here to experience this humanity, experience this human experience. You've been chosen to come here. You chose to come here, so you a chosen one. They trying to make it look like it's this person over here, this group
like it's just exclusive to certain people or one group. Right. That's bullcrap. Everybody equally, even the zombies, because they're still souls, but they're just in their hibernation state. So everybody is chosen who was a soul or natural born and then took a human form or physical form. Yes, you have been chosen one. Yeah. Right. We just now entered the game. What's the game? Physical reality, duality. That's the game. The game of Earth is called duality. Balancing yourself. Yep. That's what this is. Earth, black and white. Then balancing that black and white. Yep. You know what I'm saying? That's what this is.
Facts. This
is the challenge that the chosen ones took on. And it's trillions of us here.
Completely facts. That's why there's actually what is it that it surpasses me the name because English is not my first language, it's actually Spanish. But yet again, that's why, like Anubis, there's the ways. If your heart is light as a feather, you're balanced. The whole point is being balanced. Not everybody's supposed to be all good. Not everybody's supposed to be all evil. It's supposed to be in a balancement. Just like, once again, Masons use the same freaking, the same symbol. Everybody use the same symbol because the whole common sense is balancement.
Facts.
And the goal is to be as light as a feather.
Yep.
It's not to be, okay, you're so skinny. No, you're reading too much into it. The lightness of a feather is to ascend. And every society, even the women, even the men, Freemasonry, once you even hit 33, they ascend even higher. There's a reason there's a big number 33.
All right. The Jesus died at 33, the 33 vertebrae.
And
you know what I mean?
The 33 angels was the one that fell. You want to go even further? In Greek mythology, how many gods had to be in the mountain? 33.
Yep.
And once you dissect the number 33, you'll see none of that. All of that was
you'll see none of that perversion. Exactly. You'll see none of that perversion. That's why when I be seeing people look at and be like, "Oh, the Baphomet, ooh, that's scary. That's the devil." And that's the
man. I hate that.
That Baphomet, is nothing going to happen to you looking at that Baphomet. Not going to
happen to you.
Slaughter you is not going to do anything to you.
Why you feel so powerless in front of a symbol? And you're supposed to be a being, a god, or why you feel so scared and spooked out by a symbol?
A symbol can only
should spook you out and scare you.
Yes, a symbol can only do as much as what you give energy to it.
Right.
Exactly. Thanks, Melanie, for gifting 5 memberships. Y'all thank Melanie for the you know what I mean, gifting y'all the memberships. Thank you, Melanie. Appreciate that.
Thank you, Melanie, for support. Supported them. I swear, you guys are doing the greatest, man. That's why I had to jump in, because it's like it's not a good and it's not evil. It's just whoever set. There's many different sets, many different studies. There's many different classes. I'm telling you, these things are just classes. Because in the end of the day, let's say Santeria, let's say Masonry, let's say whatever you even, whether you're a Catholic or a Christian or a Baptist or whatever you want to put a name, there's a real reason why, Shakespeare said, with a rose can be the same thing if you call it somewhere else.
Right.
Fact.
All right, technicality, yes, a rose and another name. You really think he was talking about a woman? No, that's another code.
Exactly.
Everything is just another code.
Because we in the school.
Right.
That's because we in a mystery school.
Yeah.
And
everybody in the mystery school ain't really a mystery, because it's all right in front of our faces. It's just that how you observe it and your perception of it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's a reason why when we go to school, we have to learn the same way. But when you go ahead and after you go from elementary and middle and high school, and then you go to college, and there's a professor sitting down telling you, okay, how do you feel about it? I know you read this book, but how do you feel about it?
All right.
What did you capture from it?
And then what you get at all that, your masters. You master it all. At the end of it, you master it all.
And that's
what we all looking at this from different degrees.
Right. There you go.
We're literally looking at all this from different degrees. It's the same spectrum. Like I said earlier in the stream, it's the same spectrum. We're just looking at it from different degrees. The sun looks different. When I went to Barbados a couple years ago, the sun looked different there than it did. It looks closer there than when I'm here in the States. And it's like it's the same sun, but it looks different, depending on where you at or which way you viewing it. But it's the same thing. So everything is sort of like that.
Right.
Like everything is sort of like that.
Like the sun up is here, but it's the sun overseas is down. It's the same sun though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're just all looking at it from a different angle.
Different angel. From a different angle.
Different angel.
Or different angel. Right.
Different angel.
And that's what the angels represent, is the different angles of the perception of the one thing or the all. So we're all angels because we all got our own angle. We all got our own point.
Right.
That we got to make. And all the points are valid. It just have to be in a structure. You know what I'm saying? So, and when those angles or those angels come together, it creates worlds. You know what I'm saying? And it's just different spectrums of light, but it's still the same light. It's just different spectrums of the same light. So it's different degrees, different angles. You see, this is the language that they use. This is it, but it's not their language, it's our language, everybody's language. Because we're all just one being, but we're just different angles of the same being. Different points of light.
In my father's house, there are many men.
Different truths.
Right.
Listen, different truths, different lights, different shades, different colors, but they all still valid. So why the fuck we fighting for?
Facts.
Right.
There's no reason. There's no reason.
We're the same body. We turned against each other. We're gonna cause pain and suffering to ourselves because our neighbor is us. Like you are your neighbor.
Facts.
We're just different points of light.
Yeah, that's
called the same being or the same structure.
That's called dis-ease when you see the cells fighting against
it's disease, and when you see that in the body, it causes diseases and it causes pain and suffering.
Cause dis-ease. So right now the planet is at a dis-ease now because cells are warring against each other.
Yeah, when we shouldn't be.
Right.
Because we're all the same being, we just different points, different points of the same being, like different dimensions of the same being, different angles of the same being.
Mm-hmm.
We just
That's what I'm saying. This is a cosmic body that we're in. This is not a mystery no more. People need to know this because that's how we get some real
facts.
healing done on the planet. When you realize when you look through a microscope and you see a healthy body through a microscope, the planet is supposed to look the same way. And what represents the blood cells? Us. We do. Those blood cells contain a nucleus inside. These human bodies contain a nucleus inside. Or a soul inside. We have to start viewing the body. That's how we get some healing done on the planet, like as a whole. But then that's when reality shifts, and then we realize who we are. Now that I don't know what happens after that, because I don't know if we become one individual or we still got you know what I mean, or we still have our
individual world, build our own individual world.
Yeah, right. I don't know. That I don't know.
Facts.
Nobody knows.
That I don't know. I can't answer that. I don't know. I don't know if we remain individuals or we just become one individual. I don't know.
I feel like for us,
it's a theory that one of the Marvel movies did with the Immortals, the celestial seeds. It just basically the humans was used to fuel that celestial seed at the center of the planet, and then when that celestial seed woke up, all the humans just get consumed. And all the humans basically die to feed that celestial seed, and it just becomes one being. Now that's a theory that Marvel put out there. I don't know if that's true or not. I don't think they know if that's true or not. It's just a theory.
Yeah. What you gonna say?
But we're definitely a cosmic body. We're definitely one being, though.
No, facts. That's actually what I was gonna go ahead and say because that's what they believe in. The Easter Stars believe in that. The Freemasons believe in that.
Yeah,
absorption.
Right.
I mean,
that's what they
advanced knowledge and advanced metaphysics. If they haven't come to that conclusion yet, then they're stupid.
It's
like,
how
it
they go
make
ahead.
No sense. Like we're the micro and the macro. Like that's the only reality there is. There's nothing outside of that. That concept is transferable to everything in existence.
And also, they believe in aging within, not body.
Right.
Okay.
That's what they believe in. It's like a librarian being in the library. The more books that you consume, the more energy that you consume, the more knowledge. And once you are right there to ascend, you become like within that tree. You become all in one. That's their goal. You want to see their secret goal? That's their goal. That they no longer have to speak. They could feel. They all speak in one old language. Some people, some people like they say rumors are that, Jay-Z and Beyonce making that whole, what was it? The Tower of Babylon to reach all the way to God. What is the real meaning of that? Being all in one, consuming all as much for one of them to be higher up. There's a fight of one being higher up. And what is the past that we know? Who conquers what? What did Britain did? Conquer all these land and all this territory just so what? Britain could be one. There's a pattern of it. And the end game is just one. Whether you're doing negative or you're doing positive. So it touches back just like what you were saying. So once we get to that point that we learn as much as we learn, we ascend to the other dimension.
Yeah.
And then keep on rising.
Right. We gotta heal ourselves first here. We gotta heal ourselves by balancing. See,
balance is worked out here.
Balance ourselves and heal ourselves because this is the world of duality. Duality is where you gotta find balance at. You know what I'm saying? Nothing can't be extremely left or extremely right. You gotta have balance in order to walk straight or to fly straight. You need balance. So, Earth is basically a game to balance yourself. Not a game, but more so a state that your soul go into to balance itself. Because that's why this whole world is based off of duality. We all say good versus evil. You know what I mean? Hot versus cold. You know what I mean? Like it's all just about duality on this plane of existence. You know what I mean? And one way to balance yourself out, man, is by healing yourself internally first with your thoughts. You know what I mean? How your thought, because your thoughts is everything. Your thoughts are your thoughts is the seed of everything you do here. Think about it. You don't do nothing. Like the people who do things without thinking, they don't last very long. But majority of us do things.
Yeah,
We think it first. Yeah, everything is mental. We think everything first. So your thinking is the seed of everything here. Like, so your thoughts matter. Like how you speak to yourself, how you think about yourself matters before, you know what I mean, anything else. Because self-dialogue is everything. Yeah, I mean, do you treat yourself like we gotta heal from within first? Like everybody have to heal and balance themselves, and like we said, balance and taking zeolite, because we gotta clear ourselves out from all these chemicals.
We have to detox. We have to clean it out.
Yeah, a lot of us. Now that's one thing that I really hate here is the fact that we're being poisoned. In everything, like the air, the water, the food, everything is like, and it's being intentionally done at this point, because there's no way. And the thing is, like, these people have to live on the planet themselves. These people have to live on the planet too, so they will poison themselves to poison us. That goes to show you how insane these individuals are. Because I'm like, they gotta use the same water that we use and breathe the same air that we breathe in. So they don't care.
It's called cancer cells, man.
Bro, they don't care at all.
Cancer
cells.
How
could you poison the same water supply that you have to use yourself?
Facts.
Just so you could poison your neighbor.
Facts.
That's
but they still.
That's like the mad scientist.
I believe we're all supposed to be scientists.
Mad scientists.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we all
like
are
mad scientists. Like they even experiment on themselves, their family members, the public. They don't care, just to get results.
But the only thing you're supposed to be dissecting is your own internal self.
Facts.
So we all are scientists at the spiritual level, because we all supposed to dissect and observe ourselves and observe everything around us. I want to get into this real quick.
We about to get up out of here because we about to come
now,
back.
we ain't even getting into this Katt Williams video yet, though. That's crazy.
Oh yeah, I know, because we talk.
But it's cool. Yeah, we might have to make this continue joint.
We can continue. We can do a part 2 to this, definitely.
Yeah, we're gonna have to make this.
Yeah, we could definitely come. Yeah, I mean, we could definitely do a part 2.
Hopefully, some more of y'all join the panel. Francesca,
yeah, we want more of y'all to join the panel.
Anytime we come on and you want to come up and break, you know what I mean, you want to come up,
of course,
more than welcome to come up and talk your truth.
Yes, thank you for inviting me.
Man,
I appreciate that. Thank you. I'm sorry I talked so much.
You brought a lot of jewels. You brought a lot of gems to this panel. So yeah, we'd definitely like to see you up here again.
Of course,
and if anybody else want to join the panel next time, we'll continue this next time with the Katt Williams on and probably something else. We just do a part 2 to this.
Yes, appreciate you. Thank you.
Here. All right, appreciate you too.
Yes, indeed. Make sure y'all hit that like button, please. And if you want to support the shop, of course, you know what I mean, you can hit the link at the top, go over there and support. Whether you're looking for a great detox, or if you're looking for, and you're looking for, cells on the CBD, pain balm and all that, you can definitely head over there and support. And we also will be going live on Talk Media tonight. The Talk Media channel. We will be going on there tonight. All right, let me share this real quick. Yep, so y'all come over here, support, definitely support, shop with us. You know what I'm saying? Got the hoodies and all that. You know what I'm saying? Still got 25% off all CBD, pain bombs. I know a lot of y'all be suffering from pain, so this is definitely a great thing to buy right here. If you're a person that arthritis and dealing with arthritis and back pains and feet pain and leg pains, and definitely rub some of this on. You know what I'm saying? And 2,400 milligrams, and it works instant. So yeah, where AT2 at? I seen him in here. His foot hurt. Man, you should have got some of this pain balm. Yeah, that pain balm work instantly. I don't all that Bengay and stuff people be using. That ain't gonna work. Gotta come to the wax, boy. Or you can simply just get the lotion and the soap as well, because the lotion works as a pain
facts
too. So yeah.
Yeah, it got the same amount of CBD in it the pain balm got. It definitely works. It definitely works. See, that's what we're gonna come back on tonight about Jag out there ripping people off with the CBD side. She still owe people money.
She still owe people money, bro.
Yeah, we're gonna have to go. Yeah, we're going on live tonight on our Talk Media channel. So make sure y'all check us out over there.
Right.
I mean, that's the Third Shift Curry gang.
Third Shift Curry gang. Yep. Appreciate y'all coming through. Make sure you hit that like button if you haven't. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't. And man, we're gonna see y'all on the next live stream, man.
Yeah.
And on that note, we're going to go ahead and take y'all out with the with the detox, because that zeolite to get you right. You know what I'm saying? And on that note,
zeolite is one of the most amazing minerals of our age. Millions of people have been using detoxification supplements to remove harmful toxins, pollutants, heavy toxic metals, as well as to balance pH levels, lower the risk of viruses like cold and flu, support the immune system, and improve nutrient absorption. What is zeolite? Zeolite is a volcanic ash that forms over time when ash and lava react with alkalized water, resulting in a compound with a very strong cage-like structure and a negative charge. Zeolite is one of the most fascinating and powerful nature remedies available. Great to detox and balance your body. Health benefits of detoxing. The removal of excess heavy metals can improve overall health. Detoxification helps balance a body's pH levels. This product provides 30 capsules, 1 month supply, ships within 3 days. Purchase now at nightanddayNetmarket.com.